The Lord goes before us always. My name is Jacob Hubbard, and this is Freedom Chapter 40, brought to you by Incarnate Ministries based out of St. Thomas Aquinas in Pilot Point, Texas. This is it. This is the end of our Exodus journey together. I hope it's been as amazing and joy-filled for you as it has been for me. It's been so incredible getting to work on these talks and getting to give them and learn how to edit videos and just all of these things. It's been really a beautiful journey for me. And I've learned so much just from being able to reflect on these things. And I hope that you all have as well. And whether this is your first video or your 40th, sincerely, thank you so much. And be excited for the future of the channel. So over the next few weeks, we have some cool things planned. One is going to be an opportunity for you, my viewers. Every single person, wherever you are, you will be invited to an online course to help enact the Holy Spirit in your life. And so we'll see kind of testimonies with a trial group that we did out here in St. Thomas Aquinas. And so hopefully that can build up your faith and confidence in this. And then I'll give you all information on how you can register to be a part of this. It's online only. So wherever you're joining us from, you are more than welcome to be a part of it. It's going to be on Tuesday nights, and it's going to be awesome. So besides those testimony videos, the next series that we're going to be doing, and we're going to be dropping a video about every week or so, give or take, it's going to be on the Mass. And so I'm going to speed read a couple of books and brush up on some of my knowledge about the Mass. And I'm going to be presenting and walking through parts of the Mass in each video, probably go over big themes in the Mass like silence and structure before we even jump into the parts of the Mass, because they're a very important backdrop to understanding the Mass. But yeah, so that's what we'll be spending our next long time of many weeks kind of going through, considering it's one of the pinnacles, if not the pinnacle of our faith, is the liturgy of the Mass, of course, centered around the Eucharist and the Word. So be excited. I'm really excited. I hope you are as well. So today, Moses finally completes all of the work that the Lord has commanded for the Israelites to do in order to be entered into a covenant relationship with Him. And the book of Exodus ends with these majestic words. Throughout all their journeys, whenever the cloud was taken up from over the tabernacle, the people of Israel would go onward. But if the cloud was not taken up, then they did not go onward till the day that it was taken up. For throughout all their journeys, the cloud of the Lord was upon the tabernacle by day, and a fire was in it by night, in the sight of all the house of Israel. God was always with His people in ways that they recognized, in the cloud by day and in the fire by night, and He was going before them and leading them. And I hope that this video series has helped you all to recognize the ways in which the Lord has been working around you, and to see your own identity as saints, to see that the Lord is so near and so close, and that He just desires such a relationship with you, and to see that you are intrinsically good and have such power by your baptism. And I hope this series as well has helped you to recognize God's voice and the ways that He's working in new ways. And I hope that through the new ways in which you've learned to recognize the Lord, you see the way that He's calling you forward to more and to grow. But to grow, we need to be led. And to be led, we need to recognize our leader. And to recognize our leader, we need our own pillars. So what are our pillars? What are the ways that you recognize God most concretely, most actually, most powerfully? If we can understand and recognize those ways, then we can incorporate them into our daily lives. And we've talked a ton on this channel already about all the different ways that we can recognize God through our senses, through the Mass, through others, through the world around us, through our own thoughts. Just everything can be a way by which we come to encounter God. So what are the ways that really speak to you in your heart? For me, I'm weak, so I require a lot of pillars. Intellectually, for me to encounter God, I need to read great works of literature. I need to read and write poetry. I need to have great intellectual conversations with my friends. Emotionally, I encounter God most frequently and most strongly through journaling, through spending time in nature, through just being alone in holy solitude, and again, through spending good quality time with my friends. Ministerially, I encounter God through giving talks, through leading groups, and through praying with people and walking with them as they continue to journey on toward greater freedom in their own lives. So since I've recognized my own pillars and the ways by which God usually speaks most deeply to me, I'm able to structure my life around those things, right? So every single day, I take time to journal. I take time to break down my day with a friend. I take time in solitude, and I read a great work of literature. And every single week, I spend time in nature. I make sure to spend an evening at least with a good friend. I also make sure to write or read poetry. I make sure to lead a group each week and give talks. And in doing all of these things, they really build and affirm me and help me to see that God is always working in my life. Because without these pillars, I often slip into negativity or complacency. And so these pillars really help sustain me and ground me in the renewal of my own life and mind and transformation of my own identity through God's grace and love. There's a reason why there's so much structure in the church, right? From the hierarchy of the clergy, from the liturgy of the hours, to the seasons of the year in the church, to the 10 Commandments, through the structure of the Mass, even the days of creation, right? They're all ordered. And it's to show us that, again, we are supposed to structure our lives around God, not just so that we follow and devote ourselves to Him, but so that we are set free in doing so. It's for our good that we're able to do so. And so I hope that this video series has helped you all recognize pillars in your own lives so that they can continue to sustain you and build you up as you grow in your identity as a beloved son and daughter of God. If we could summarize the entire series of freedom in 2 words, the entire book of Exodus in 2 words, I think they would be encounter and action. We need to open ourselves up by God's grace, but also by our free will, to be encountered by Him, and He always is willing to begin that. He already has begun that, right? But then once we've been encountered by Him, just as the Israelites were in Egypt, we need to walk. We need to act. We need to follow Him. We need to follow His cloud by day and His fire by night, however that may look in our own lives. And so today's challenge is just to ask the Lord in prayer what the pillars are in your life through which He normally and most powerfully speaks to you, and to begin to build a daily structure or a weekly structure around those things so that you can continually be led into a life of freedom. And bonus challenge, I would love to hear from you guys how you enjoyed the series, if you guys enjoyed it, maybe what your favorite video was, what you're walking away from this entire series with. I'd just love to hear from you all in the comments. And so that's a bonus challenge. If you'd like, please reach out in the comments and just tell me about your experience with this Freedom Lenten video series. It's been a joy, again, making it, and I'm so excited for what the future holds. Thank you all, and have a wonderful week.